Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again, and welcome to Wealth Ignited, where we empower you to turn your financial dreams into a reality. Join us today as we go over the most exclusive secrets to success. In this video, we're going to reveal the insights into billionaires that you have come to know. So if you're ready to learn what it takes to achieve financial freedom and join the ranks of the world's wealthiest individuals, then keep watching. Do any of these names and businesses sound familiar? Let's see if you know them all. First up, Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, net worth $189 billion. Next, Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, net worth $153 billion. Bernard Arnault, CEO of LVMH, net worth $150 billion. Next up, Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft, net worth $129 billion. Mark Zuckerberg, co-founder and CEO of Facebook, net worth $116 billion. Next is Warren Buffett, CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, net worth $104 billion. How about Larry Ellison, co-founder of Oracle, net worth $91 billion. Next is Larry Page, co-founder of Google, net worth $87 billion. No surprise here, Sergey Brin, co-founder of Google, net worth $84 billion. And Mukesh Ambani, chairman of Reliance Industries, net worth $83 billion. Now these numbers could be different now, or even the order could be different. Let's not focus on that, but rather let's investigate further. As you can see, these billionaires come from various industries such as technology, fashion, and finance. But they all share a few things in common: hard work, dedication, and a willingness to take risks. But what makes them great at what they do? What can we learn? Let's look further into these billionaires and look at the good, the bad, and the dark side. Let's start with Jeff Bezos. Bezos's relentless drive and customer focus have been key factors in his success as a billionaire. He started Amazon as an online bookstore in 1994 and has since grown it into the world's largest online retailer, offering everything from books to household appliances and even streaming services. Bezos has been able to pivot his business quickly and adapt to changing market conditions, such as expanding into cloud computing and digital content. His willingness to take risks has also paid off, and we can all see this through the success of Amazon Prime, which has revolutionized online shopping by offering fast, free shipping and other perks. Bezos' leadership has also been instrumental in the company's success, as he has been able to build a strong team and foster a culture of innovation and customer obsession. Next up, Elon Musk. Musk's intense focus and hands-on approach have enabled him to become one of the world's most successful entrepreneurs. He co-founded PayPal, which revolutionized online payments, and went on to SpaceX, which has disrupted the aerospace industry by developing reusable rockets and making space travel more accessible. Musk's vision and persistence have also led to the creation of Tesla, which has transformed the automotive industry by producing high-performance electric vehicles. Musk's ability to inspire and motivate his team has been a key factor in his success, as he's been able to attract top talent and foster a culture of innovation and risk-taking. All of this has now led Musk being able to acquire Twitter. The story is still being written, and it will be interesting to see where Twitter goes given his track record of success and innovation in business. Next, Bernard Arnault. Arnault's aggressive business tactics and focus on innovation have helped him build one of the world's largest luxury goods conglomerates. He has been able to acquire and integrate luxury brands such as Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, and Fendi, and has expanded the company's reach into new markets such as China. Arnault's leadership has also been instrumental in the company's success, as he has been able to create a culture of excellence and attention to detail that has become a hallmark of the LVMH brand. Up next, Bill Gates. Gates's data-driven and analytical approach has been key to his success as a billionaire. He co-founded Microsoft in 1975 and built it into the world's largest software company, dominating the personal computer industry with its Windows operating system. Gates's ability to identify trends and anticipate changes in the industry has enabled him to stay ahead of the curve, and his willingness to take risks has led to the development of new products and services such as Microsoft Office and Xbox. Gates's philanthropic efforts, particularly through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, have also been a hallmark of his success, as he has worked to improve global health and reduce poverty around the world. Next up, Mark Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg's hands-on approach and focus on user engagement have been instrumental in his success as a billionaire. He co-founded Facebook in 2004 and has grown it into the world's largest social network, with over 2.8 billion monthly active users. Zuckerberg's ability to experiment with new features and products has enabled Facebook to stay ahead of the curve, and his leadership has been instrumental in the company's success. He has also been a vocal proponent of connecting the world through technology and has worked to expand internet access in developing countries. Up next, we all know this name, Warren Buffett. Buffett's value investing strategy and long-term perspective have been key factors in his success as a billionaire. He has been able to identify undervalued companies with strong growth potential and has held onto his investments for years, allowing them to compound in value. Buffett's ability to stay disciplined and avoid impulsive decisions has enabled him to weather market downturns and emerge stronger in the long run. His philanthropic efforts, particularly through the Giving Pledge, have also been a hallmark of his success, as he has worked to give back to society through charitable donations. Now, let's take a look into Larry Ellison. Ellison's aggressive management style and focus on innovation have been instrumental in his success as a billionaire. He co-founded Oracle Corporation in 1977 and has since grown it into one of the world's largest software companies, specializing in database management and enterprise software. Ellison's hands-on approach has enabled him to stay involved in all aspects of the company's operations, and his willingness to take risks has led to the development of new products and services such as cloud computing and artificial intelligence. His leadership style has been characterized as brash and confrontational, but it has also been effective in driving results and pushing the company to stay ahead of the competition. Next up, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Page and Brin's collaborative approach and focus on innovation have been key factors in their success as billionaires. They co-founded Google in 1998 and have since grown it into the world's largest search engine and one of the most valuable companies in the world. Page and Brin's ability to stay ahead of the curve by developing new products and services such as Google Maps, YouTube, and Google Drive has enabled them to stay at the forefront of the technology industry. Their visionary and innovative leadership has brought cutting-edge products and services to millions of people around the world. Page and Brin have been at the forefront of creating and implementing new technologies that have transformed the way people communicate and access information. They are also known for fostering a culture of creativity and experimentation, encouraging their employees to take risks and pursue bold ideas. Some of you may not know this one. Next up is Mukesh Ambani. Ambani's aggressive business tactics and focus on innovation have helped him build one of the largest conglomerates in India. He took over his father's company, Reliance Industries, in 2002 and has since expanded it into diverse sectors such as petrochemicals, refining, and telecommunications. Ambani's willingness to take risks has enabled him to stay ahead of the curve, and his strategic vision has enabled him to identify growth opportunities and execute on them effectively. Ambani has also been a vocal proponent of the digital transformation of India and has invested heavily in building out the country's telecommunications infrastructure. Up next, Jack Ma. Ma's entrepreneurial spirit and focus on innovation have been the driving forces behind his success as a billionaire. He founded Alibaba Group in 1999, which has since grown into one of the largest e-commerce companies in the world. Ma's leadership style is characterized by his charisma, vision, and willingness to take risks. He has a deep understanding of the Chinese market and has been able to identify growth opportunities and execute on them effectively. Ma has also been a vocal proponent of the digital transformation of China and has invested heavily in building out the country's e-commerce infrastructure. His commitment to his employees has been another key factor in his success, as he has worked to build a company culture focused on collaboration, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Yes, billionaires have acquired a large amount of wealth, but what about their investments? From stocks to real estate, these billionaires know how to diversify their portfolio. Did you know that many of them are also big-time equity owners in various companies? Let us take a closer look and see if we can learn from the elite few who have truly made it to the top. Jeff Bezos. Bezos' primary source of wealth is his ownership stake in Amazon, which he founded in 1994. He still owns approximately 11% of the company, which has a market capitalization of over $1.6 trillion. In addition to Amazon, Bezos also owns Blue Origin, a private space exploration company, and The Washington Post, a major U.S. newspaper. Bezos also owns several real estate properties, including a $23 million mansion in Washington, D.C., and a $165 million mansion in Beverly Hills. Warren Buffett. Buffett's primary source of wealth is his ownership of Berkshire Hathaway, a holding company that owns subsidiaries such as Geico, Duracell, and Dairy Queen. He still owns approximately 16% of the company, which has a market capitalization of over $600 billion. In addition to Berkshire Hathaway, Buffett also owns several real estate properties, including a $31 million mansion in Laguna Beach, California, and a vacation home in the Hamptons. Mark Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg's primary source of wealth is his ownership stake in Facebook, which he co-founded in 2004. He still owns approximately 13% of the company, which has a market capitalization of over $900 billion. In addition to Facebook, Zuckerberg also owns several other companies, such as Instagram and WhatsApp. Zuckerberg also owns several real estate properties, including a $7 million mansion in Palo Alto, California, and several properties in Hawaii. Bernard Arnault. Arnault's primary source of wealth is his ownership of LVMH, a luxury goods company that owns brands such as Louis Vuitton, Dior, and Sephora. He still owns approximately 46% of the company, which has a market capitalization of over $320 billion. In addition to LVMH, Arnault also owns several real estate properties, including a $135 million mansion in London and a $70 million penthouse in New York City. Larry Ellison. Ellison's primary source of wealth is his ownership of Oracle Corporation, which he co-founded in 1977. He still owns approximately 27% of the company, which has a market capitalization of over $200 billion. In addition to Oracle, Ellison also owns several real estate properties, including a $200 million estate in Rancho Mirage, California, and a $110 million mansion in Woodside, California. Larry Page and Sergey Brin's primary source of wealth is their ownership stakes in Alphabet Inc., the parent company of Google. Page and Brin each own approximately 6% of the company, which has a market capitalization of over $1.5 trillion. In addition to Google, the duo also founded the X Development Research Lab and the philanthropic organization, the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative. Page and Brin also own several real estate properties, including a $22 million mansion in Palo Alto, California. Next, Mukesh Ambani. Ambani's primary source of wealth is his ownership of Reliance Industries, a conglomerate with interests in petrochemicals, refining, oil and gas exploration, and retail. He still owns approximately 51% of the company, which has a market capitalization of over $160 billion. In addition to Reliance Industries, Ambani also owns several other companies, such as Geo Platforms and Reliance Retail. Ambani also owns several real estate properties, including a 27-story mansion in Mumbai, which is estimated to be worth over $1 billion. Jack Ma. Ma's primary source of wealth is his ownership of Alibaba Group, a conglomerate with interests in e-commerce, retail, and technology. He still owns approximately 4% of the company, which has a market capitalization of over $550 billion. In addition to Alibaba, Ma also co-founded the Ant Group, a financial services company. Ma also owns several real estate properties, including a $193 million mansion in Hong Kong and several properties in Hangzhou. Billionaires and politics. Let's take a closer look at the role that billionaires play in the political landscape. First up, Elon Musk. Musk has not been known to have significant political connections, but he has made some political donations in the past. He's donated to both Democratic and Republican politicians and has also been involved in lobbying efforts related to issues such as renewable energy and space exploration. Musk has also had some run-ins with political officials, such as when he publicly criticized California's lockdowns, which led to a feud with local officials. He has also been involved in several high-profile meetings with politicians, including former President Barack Obama and President Donald Trump. Despite his reluctance to align himself with any particular party, Musk's influence in the tech industry and his massive following on social media make him a powerful force in the world of politics. Now let's look into Jeff Bezos. Bezos has been known to have close ties to the Democratic Party. In the past, he has donated to the campaigns of several prominent politicians, including former President Barack Obama and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Bezos made his first major political donation of $10 million to the With Honor Fund, a bipartisan group that aims to elect military veterans. During the 2020 presidential election, Bezos made contributions of $15,000 through his PACs Blue Origin and Amazon. Bezos has also faced scrutiny for his company's lobbying efforts in Washington, D.C., particularly in regards to antitrust issues and taxes. Next, Warren Buffett. Buffett has been known to be politically active and has made significant donations to both Democratic and Republican candidates over the years. However, he has publicly criticized the influence of money in politics and has called for campaign finance reform. Buffett has also been a vocal advocate for increasing taxes on the wealthy. Bill Gates. Gates has been known to be politically active, particularly in the realm of global health and development. He has made significant donations to various political candidates and organizations, including the Democratic Party, but has also worked with Republican leaders on issues such as education and climate change. Gates has also faced scrutiny for his foundation's lobbying efforts, particularly in regards to intellectual property rights and vaccine distribution. Next, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. They have mostly supported Democratic candidates and causes. They have also given to some Republicans and independent candidates. This includes hosting fundraisers for nominees and donating to former President Barack Obama. However, Page and Brin have also faced criticism for their political donations. Some have accused them of using their wealth and influence to push their own political agenda and manipulate the political process. Others have accused them of not doing enough to support causes and candidates. And let's review Mukesh Ambani. Ambani, the owner of Reliance Industries, has been able to leverage his significant wealth and business empire to cultivate relationships with India's political elite. While he has not been known for making large political donations, he has been able to exert influence through his business interests and connections. Finally, founder of Alibaba, Ma has been able to cultivate close relationships with members of the Chinese Communist Party, including former leader Jack Zhang. While he has not been known for significant political donations or connections outside of China, he has faced criticism for his company's alleged role in censorship and compliance with the Chinese government's policies. In recent years, Ma's outspoken criticism of the country's regulatory environment has also drawn scrutiny from authorities. With this knowledge about these billionaires' lifestyle, work ethic, influence, and wealth, by now you must be inspired to become a billionaire. What will be the pros and cons? Let us take a look. This first one almost needs no further explanation because it is something we are all chasing: financial freedom. One of the biggest advantages of becoming a billionaire is financial freedom. With a vast amount of wealth, billionaires have the ability to do whatever they want without worrying about money. This allows them to live a lavish lifestyle and pursue their passions without any financial constraints. 2. Another pro: power and influence. Billionaires often have a significant amount of power and influence, which can be used to affect change in the world. They can use their wealth to support causes they care about, lobby politicians to pass legislation, and fund research and development in various fields. 3. Access to exclusive networks. Billionaires often have access to exclusive networks and clubs, which can open doors to new business partnerships, investment opportunities, and social connections. These networks can help billionaires expand their wealth and influence. 4. Opportunities for innovation. With their vast resources, billionaires can invest in innovative technologies and ideas that have the potential to change the world. They can also fund research and development in areas such as medicine, energy, and space exploration, which can lead to breakthroughs that benefit society as a whole. What about the cons? 1. High expectations. Billionaires are often expected to use their wealth and power to make a positive impact on society, and failure to do so can result in criticism and public backlash, which can be damaging to their reputation and brand. 2. Public scrutiny. Billionaires are often in the public eye, and their actions are closely watched by the media and the public. This can lead to intense scrutiny and criticism, and can make it difficult to maintain privacy and personal relationships. 3. Guilt. Many billionaires struggle with feelings of guilt over their wealth, especially if they inherited their fortune or made it through questionable means. This guilt can lead to a lack of self-worth and may drive them to give away their wealth or make large charitable donations. 4. Risk of isolation. The vast wealth and power of billionaires can sometimes lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness. They may struggle to connect with others who do not share their experiences and often face intense pressure to maintain their wealth and status. Now let's look at the lessons and key takeaways we can learn from the billionaires on becoming wealthy. First up, think big. All of the billionaires we've discussed have built their fortunes by thinking big and taking risks. They've been willing to pursue ambitious goals even when they seemed impossible. To become wealthy, you need to be willing to dream big and pursue your passions with determination and tenacity. Innovate. Many of the billionaires we've discussed have built their fortunes by innovating and disrupting existing industries. They've created new products and services that meet unmet needs or solve existing problems. To become wealthy, you need to be willing to challenge the status quo and think creatively about how you can create value in the world. Embrace failure. Most billionaires have experienced failure at some point in their careers. However, they have not let setbacks deter them from pursuing their goals. Instead, they've learned from their failures and used them as opportunities for growth and improvement. To become wealthy, you need to be willing to embrace failure as part of the learning process. Focus on long-term goals. Building wealth takes time and requires patience and persistence. Most billionaires have taken a long-term approach to their careers, focusing on building sustainable businesses and investments that will generate returns over time. To become wealthy, you need to be willing to think about the long term and make strategic decisions that will pay off in the future. Take calculated risks. While billionaires are known for taking risks, they're also careful to assess the potential risks and rewards of their decisions. They do their research and gather information before making important decisions. Surround yourself with the right people. Many billionaires have attributed their success to the people they've surrounded themselves with. They've built strong teams of talented individuals who share their vision and work tirelessly to achieve their goals. To become wealthy, you need to surround yourself with people who share your values and can support you in achieving your dreams. And finally, give back. While building wealth is important, many billionaires have also recognized the importance of giving back to their communities and supporting charitable causes. They've used their wealth and resources to support social causes and make a positive impact in the world. To become wealthy, you need to think beyond yourself and consider how you can use your wealth and resources to make a positive impact in the world. What inspired these billionaires? What can we learn from them? Let's be inspired by these motivational quotes and apply their wisdom to our own lives and businesses. Jeff Bezos. Motivational quote. What we need to do is always lean into the future. When the world changes around you, and when it changes against you, what used to be a tailwind is now a headwind. You have to lean into that and figure out what to do, because complaining isn't a strategy. Elon Musk. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Warren Buffett. It's better to hang out with people better than you. Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours, and you'll drift in that direction. Bill Gates. Quote, "Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose." Mark Zuckerberg. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that's changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Bernard Arnault. Money is just a consequence. I always say to my team, don't worry too much about profitability. If you do your job well, the profitability will come. Larry Page. We should be building great things that don't exist. Larry Ellison. I have had all the disadvantages required for success. So we've explored the world's most successful billionaires and delved into their paths to wealth, their management styles, political connections, and more. While these individuals are far from perfect, their successes and challenges offer valuable insights for anyone seeking to achieve great things in their own lives. From Jeff Bezos's customer obsession to Larry Ellison's persistence, there are many lessons to be learned from these individuals that can help us reach our own goals and aspirations. Billionaires are often seen as the epitome of success, and studying their stories and strategies can offer valuable insights for anyone seeking wealth and success. While the road to becoming a billionaire is not easy, it's clear that many of these individuals share common traits, such as risk-taking, determination, and a willingness to innovate and think big. Whether you're an entrepreneur or simply seeking inspiration, the stories of these billionaires offer a wealth of knowledge and lessons to apply to your own life. Thanks for hanging out with us and exploring the world of billionaires today. We hope you've enjoyed hearing about these super successful individuals and their inspiring stories. As you think about what you've learned, we wanted to leave you with a couple of questions to get you thinking. First, what's one thing you can do today to get closer to your goals? And second, what makes you unique, and how can you use that to create value for others? Write them in the comments so we can all continue to learn from each other. Remember, with a little grit, determination, and a willingness to take some risks, you too can achieve your dreams. Thanks again for joining us.